Hello and welcome back, and as you can see, the paddock is a hive of activity behind us. More action though going on behind closed doors because, Anthony Davison, we are in the middle of silly season. There is speculation everywhere as to where the drivers will move around the grid. Tell me from a driver's perspective, just how distracting is this?
It is a distraction, and it has been up until this point in the season, especially when you're outside of the car. But once that helmet goes on and the visor's down, it's back to business as usual, and that's when you see it all melt away. You're in the car doing what you do best. But yeah, certainly out of it, you sometimes see it boil over. Drivers have a few strong words to say to each other after some moments on track because it is such a stressful environment.
A huge mind game for all of the drivers. We're having secretive meetings, clandestine chats. What is exactly being said though? Give us a level of insight.
So if you're not performing, obviously, we're in a very brutal world in Formula One where the driver's data is there on show for inside your team for all to see, and you're constantly being compared against your teammate. There's nowhere to hide. And if you're not performing, then your team boss might be looking elsewhere and might not be telling you the full story. So sometimes you seek news from elsewhere in the paddock, even from the media. They might be telling you what's really going on with inside your team, and that's very uncomfortable. And then on the flip side, if you're having a great season, you might be the one having secretive talks with other teams that are performing better than your own team.
Okay, well, we're nearly out of time, so I'm going to send you to the commentary box and we're going to get ready for today's Grand Prix. It might not be race day yet, but you wouldn't know it from looking at the stands. The fans are out in force. It's practice time here at Silverstone.
Test complete, and that was a really good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done.
Sadly, it's time to say goodbye as free practice is over. However, we'll be back shortly for more Formula One action. incredible practice session. The fun doesn't stop here though. Join us again as the rest of the weekend unfolds.
Complete and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can take you through the numbers.
And if today's practice session is anything to go by, we're in for an exceptional weekend of Formula One. A one-time airfield fully owned by cars in this era. One of the finest ribbons of racetrack anywhere on earth. It's high speed, it's dramatic, it's Silverstone. qualifying complete, all that remains is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then. We meet again at Silverstone for one of the great Formula One races of the entire calendar. With a barely believable capacity crowd creating a phenomenal atmosphere, it is time for a race that puts a smile on your face. It is time for the British Grand Prix. Silverstone Circuit is comprised of 18 corners, 3.6 miles, with DRS detection zones at Village and Maggots. Your overtaking opportunities at the end of the Wellington and Hangar Straights. You've got to be brave on the throttle in order to succeed here. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Lando Norris put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he will start from pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Oscar Piastri, Perez, Russell, Sainz, Tsunoda, Ricciardo, Fernando Alonso, Hamilton, Gasly, Stroll, Ocon, Albon, Magnussen, Joe, Hulkenberg, Bottas and Logan Sargent. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. Welcome to the commentary box. I'm Alex Jakes. Delighted to say joining us for this intriguing race is Anthony Davidson. Well, they're having a better time than their teammates so far this year. How do you keep that momentum going? Now, those final hours before a race, did you have a routine?
Well, for them, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
Okay, we need a good result today if we want to catch Norris in the Drivers' Championship. DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place. Okay, Yuki, I'm seeing a lot of tyre wear at the moment. Please try and look after them. Okay, the underbody's taken some damage. You might start to notice it soon. Okay, nice work. Really good job with that target, mate. Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap. Good job, guys.
box office when this man's at the front. Max Verstappen takes the checkered flag.
To come here and take victory as a team today on home soil was so important. You can see how much it means to them. The drivers there doing their part. The team's strategy was perfect as well. And the fans really embraced that. What a great atmosphere we had here today.
Here come today's winners. The team at Red Bull have done a phenomenal job recently. It's clear to see that they've put in the work, and they should be proud of the victory they've secured here. Been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action. Can't wait to see what's next.
Okay, all the new parts have been fabricated and we're going to have them with us for the next Grand Prix.